Okay, now we're talking. Look at this. Today I'm taking you with me as I explore my city of Trondheim. I'm going to walk past a few tourist attractions on the way, but my main goal is to find some nice street art, which is meant to be on the other side of town. So it's a long walk, but I'm going to walk there and I'm taking you with me. Oh, and by the way, I've swapped out my winter jacket for this one because it's past the 5-degree mark, which is like my rule for when I'm switching out the winter jacket. If it's above 5 degrees, then I'm bringing this instead. Let's hope I'm alright with that, and let's go. I'm noticing right away that it is a bit cold, like I'm fine, but I don't want to stop for too long. Maybe I should have rolled gloves or something, but I think I'll be alright. As long as I just keep walking for a few more minutes until I feel like the heat getting into my body, I should be fine. When it's like this, you gotta be careful because some parts of it is still really slippy and others are just completely fine, so it's scary. I started my trip by walking up to my favourite viewpoint in Trondheim, Festningen. You get a great view of the city centre, the cathedral, the river, the university main building in the background there, underneath the sun. The tallest building in the city, that tower over there. And the 17th century fortress as well. It's a pretty good walk. One of the things I like about Trondheim and Norway in general is all the wooden, colourful painted houses you see everywhere. Like in many other countries you just have like, concrete buildings, and yeah, you do have that here too, but traditionally like all those residential homes are just painted in different colours, which is really nice. You have that in Sweden too, but then all of them are red basically, which is boring, so variation is here. That's not really the level of street art I'm looking for. I'm looking for something with a bit higher quality, you'd say. Look at those ducks just chilling out. Some of them swimming around, some of them just lying here. And that in the background there, you can see the main building of the university, which is pretty cool, but there's also like some sort of scaffolding on it, so it's not super nice anymore, but hopefully it will be soon. Yeah, I'm going here looking for street art and I just find some nice ducks and get all mesmerised and stuck up with those instead. But I do not see a problem with that. Look at that as well. Just the ice chilling out on the rock. I kept walking through the city centre until I found something that I thought could be cool to show you. So the reason I'm filming this is that it's not a tourist attraction, but it could be. Like, there's so many different styles going on. You have that in the background there, and that modern stuff here, and this thing. Like, it's so random, but it's so cool at the same time. So this is a university building that I never go to because I go to another section, another campus, but I think it's pretty cool and it's worth a look if you're ever in town. Right, so this is a museum, apparently. It's closed at the moment for expansion and renovation and that, but there are so many museums, or not so many, but there are quite a few museums in Trondheim that I haven't been to. You know, about museums, people often don't explore cities that they live in. I feel like I've been pretty good at that, like especially when it comes to walking around and seeing sights. But visiting museums alone, I have not done much of it at all, which I usually do when I go to cities alone, right? So I should try to do that once they open, remind me. There's something so nice and soothing about the smell of the sea. I grew up pretty close to a fjord as well, so I just like feeling that smell. Kind of seems like home as well. But it's... you got the sun here shining in my eyes, you got the boats, you got the rest of the snow, you got the sea. I think it's beautiful. You see that island over there? That's a really small island called Munkholmen, which is an interesting place. I've never been to it as well, but you should check that out. There are boats that go like from here-ish to there in the summer that you can check out. It's been a monastery, it's been a prison, and it's been tons of other things as well. So it's just interesting, a good day out, I'd say, even though I've never been. But yeah. By now I had walked quite a long way, but I still hadn't seen what I came for. Until, suddenly, I saw something. Okay, now we're talking. Look at this. This is the coolest one that I've seen in Trondheim. You got wolves, you got penguins, I think. You got all those creatures, you got the sky, the purple. I think this is so cool. And over there as well, in the distance, you can see that. I'm gonna have to take a close look. But how do I get there? I'll find out. I think you can call that a successful trip. I've seen 3 pretty cool like big wall arts, including this one in better lighting. Yeah, there you go. Which was really cool. And this one is massive as well, like it's so huge, it's like 20 meters tall I think, at least. And yeah, so cool. So I've seen that, I've seen this, and I've also seen some like bonus tourist attractions for you in Trondheim, like the university building that nobody goes to. Is this art as well? I think so. So yeah, I think it's been a successful trip. And I do recommend everyone checking out the city like this from time to time, see if there's anything you haven't seen before, like this one. I hadn't seen that before actually. I have to admit I have seen the really cool wolves and whales one before, but I just had to see it again and it's been so long ago and it was still amazing. So yeah, check things like that out when you can. I really think that last shot, which was from the other angle, so it looks better than this one, would be really cool to paint. If I could paint, I would paint that, but unfortunately that's not my strength. Maybe I could try one time, just to try it, but that would be cool to paint if you're a good painter, or just a good photographer maybe. So I'm none of those, but I can always improve it.
And as the sun was about to set, as I passed that church and crossed the river, the trip was nearing its end.
So with that, I think we're at a good place to end the video. I've certainly enjoyed myself. This has been the highlight of my day, and I hope you've enjoyed following along. Also, let me know what parts of your city you've been exploring lately as well. I think that could be really interesting to hear. And that's it.